Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I know I promised this last week and I didn't get around to doing it, but the channel has hit 2 years. The channel has been around for 2 years and it has been a hell of a learning experience. It didn't start off the way it always was, and it transformed into something that I am starting to become more and more proud of, and it's definitely been worth the effort that I've managed to put into it. And it is a lot of work, and we're going to see from the beginning, starting with right here on my home channel. I will then go in and look at some analytics, and then I'm going to talk about some of the people that helped me along the way in other channels here on YouTube that you definitely should check out if you are in the phone farming world. Most of you, if you are doing this, probably already know these people. There are a few other ones that I'm going to talk about as far as will help you in YouTube, just getting started, motivation, how to set up a channel, stuff like that. And one was somebody that I actually found very early when they started YouTube, right around the same time as me, and the dedication to getting a video up, I can say just about every single day for the past 2 years. So I'm going to talk about those channels here as well. I will need to update this banner up here because I'm not as regular with the videos, especially here the past month. Things have gotten a little crazy as far as stuff going on and other family activities. Summer is around, so my son's out of school and stuff like that. So, you know, this is kind of guidelines what I like to try and stick to, especially this phone farming one here. My updates weekly are by far what I try and do every week. But you'll see in my analytics when I talk about it that I have had a drop off in the number of videos that I've made, as well as the you'll see it in the analytics. You can see how YouTube punishes you for not at least staying at really three uploads per week is kind of where you want to be, if not daily uploads, because you're going to see it. You do get punished if you're not as regular as you should be. So with that said, let's first get in. We're going to check out the analytics, and as you can see, here it is. This is my lifetime analytics here, and I did a video on the after my first year on YouTube talking about this beginning section, and this is really the halfway mark, which is actually funny. I didn't notice it until right there, but June 9th was my anniversary. You can see that was my first year. You can see it up here. I started June 9th, 2017, and on June 9th, 2018, if we can get here, or whatever, we saw it before. There you go. That was the most views that the channel's ever seen in a one single day period of 1,719, and that still stands to this day. You could see right now I average, up until recently, which is over this past month or so, I haven't had as many uploads. I only did one upload a week, and you could see it's really disappeared some. But really, back then, you could see there was a lot of activity right around that first year mark. But as in the beginning, you'll see you will do a lot where you have one or two people, and it was over months that the views took a while to get there. Now, watch time. In the beginning, in that first year, watch time wasn't as much of a big deal because it was all about views. To get monetized in YouTube, it was about views that first year. So we all know, if you've been around in YouTube for a little while, you know what happened when they redid their monetization guidelines. And when we get into the money section of it, I'll show you exactly what that looked like for my channel. Watch time, we'll click over and we'll see, even though we did have a lot of views right there on that time, the watch time wasn't that great. A lot of people, for shorter viewer duration and stuff like that, we're seeing a much higher watch time versus the number of views over as well. Subscribers, you'll notice I did have a big jump in subscribers here in that first year, but you could see from till November, it was I didn't have a very many subscribers that first year. Very common, starting off, you're not going to be good at making videos. I was terrible. I still don't think I'm good at making videos. I think I put out good information, but my video quality and entertainment value is definitely lacking, and that's something I do want to work on here in year number 3. Get that video quality up a little better, and try and do a little more entertainment value versus informational value. I don't know. I know a lot of people come to the channel because I talk honestly about my experience with a lot of these apps and with other things, and it's not a lot of it's not a lot of paid promotion, stuff like that. I just don't do here on the channel. We'll see this. Notice this one spike. This is when YouTube cleared out cleared out some of the unactive subscribers and stuff. I lost 33 in that. That was in the middle of December this past year. So that big jump is probably pretty much on every YouTuber out there saw a large drop within those 2 days there. We'll go down and we'll look at the we'll go back over here to we're on the overview, so that works. We'll look at my top video, how to list and sell on Letgo. By far my best video, by far. Every day it does the most. It's always hit the top pretty much since I got it out there. I did get in pretty early on Letgo, and as far as that app, as far as buying and selling things, and I do believe that it is ranked number 1 when you go search for it. It's in the top 5 when you search for it, and that just shows you the power of how YouTube, if they find a video and rank it very highly, how it can drive. Because if you just look at this here, look at the next coin pop was the next one, and it's nowhere near. A matter of fact, if we look at the top, really the top 4, it takes everything to make up just the amount of views that I've gotten on that, as far as watch time, as far as views, everything there is with that as well. So now we want to talk about what everybody loves to talk about here on YouTube, is how much you earn and what this looks like. I'm not going to switch over to the main screen where you can see everything versus my CPM and stuff, because YouTube doesn't like us to show that. It is actually, I believe it's against their terms of service in there that you're not supposed to show that. But I will show you how much I've made over the period of time. You can see in the lifetime of the channel, I've earned $1,816.74. Not a lot when you consider it's been 2 years. If this was in a month, then we'd be looking really well. But over 2 years, this is what's earned, and you could see this gap right here. February of it was late February of 2018. They changed the monetization guidelines, and I did not meet that criteria initially. I did get it fairly quickly, but it did take quite a long time for them to approve my monetization, and right in the beginning of end of July, I started earning my ad revenue again, and as you can see, we've done fairly well. Although you have seen there'll be times where you see these dips, and these dips in the graph tend to fall right in line when there is one of those adpocalypses, which doesn't affect my channel as much as it does some other channels. I know right in here there was one as well. Obviously this was the big one that caused the whole change in YouTube. There was also one in this time, and then we just had the one that mainly affected children's channels and stuff like that. But it does make an effect on everybody on the platform. Just know that nothing is, you're not always going to be free, as far as you're at the mercy of what YouTube wants to promote, their advertisers, what gets promoted on your channel. Luckily for the phone farming and the apps, there's always apps being developed. They make so much money, especially these games, for these developers, that they're pushing these apps very hard as far as advertising. They always want them out there because that's how most of them are free to download, and they need to get those out there, get them downloaded so that people can spend money on them. It's really what it is about. And then financial, people are always wanting to learn how to make money. There's always financial advertising out there available. It's not as volatile as some of the other advertising here on YouTube. So there you have it. There was my first 2 years of YouTube. We can go back. I know everybody wanted to see the money. The money was one, and everybody wants to know, can you make money on YouTube? Yes, you can make money on YouTube, but I will tell you what, it is a lot of work to make money on YouTube, because when we go back, we're going to look and see I did 322 videos in that 2-year period of time, and I tell you what, not all of them were good. The beginning ones were absolutely terrible. Luckily, I got on to some, going to some topics I really found I really liked. I didn't know I was going to like it in the beginning, but I found that I really did, and it's been a lot easier to talk to you all out there, the ones that are subscribed to the channel. You guys are the ones that I really try and make the content for, because I know you want the information. I know it helps you as far as what you do, as far as whether it be the apps that I review, whether it be some of the equipment that I go over, whether it be setting up the phone form, just seeing what I earn each week, I know is important to you all, so you can see. So for that 3,886 subscribers I have right now currently, I thank you so much. Now, this is going to go into the bit of the shout out part of the video, because there are a few people that definitely helped me out along the way, and ones that I think you should check out. The first one here is the Family Flips. Now, this was not always the Family Flips. They did change it. Joe, you'll notice his face down here. If you've been in the phone farming community for a while, you'll know he used to do a channel about phone farming and reselling. He still does all his reselling stuff. He has gotten rid of his phone farm, but as you can see, there was a review for Money Roar right there, and he was really the first one that I actually talked to as far as multiple phones and how to set up. He's the one that put me in the right direction, so that's why the Family Flips is the first channel here that I'm going to talk about in the phone farming. For a big thank you. You definitely helped me out this whole past year, and as far as getting into the multiple devices, because before I was doing everything from a single phone, and now I'm able to have multiple phones up running, making more and more. The next, I'm sure many of you are subscribed to this channel as well, Soda Free Entertainment Tech. Really good YouTuber. I know he has another channel out as well that does more videography and photography, and he's another one. Great information here that you can find out about phone farming, and definitely somebody that you should check out. I know I've been a part of his live streams, not been on his live streams, but I have been on there, made plenty of comments, learned a lot from this person as well, and he's doing really well. As you can see, he's almost up to 3,000 subscribers, doing really well. Actually, recently doing very well. He's got some pretty good videos that must have come out, driving a lot of subscriber base. Next, the Tech Hustler. Very good, very great, very entertaining. I tell you what, if you are somebody that's just starting out on YouTube and you want to have the passion about what you're doing, this guy definitely does. For me, if I was to do videos like him, it would be over the top. It would be crazy for me to do it. It's not my personality, but I tell you what, I love his as far as the way he does his videos. Very entertaining, very high-paced, very upbeat. Definitely a YouTuber in the phone farming world. And as far as also doing cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, Bitcoin mining, stuff like that, definitely check him out. Tech Hustler, really good. The next two are going to be larger channels. One is actually a very large channel, definitely does not need a shout out from me, but he really, watching his channel brought me the motivation to try YouTube out. and that is Roberto Blake. As you can see, larger YouTuber, over 400,000 subscribers. He does what he says here, marketing, monetization, motivation. Definitely a channel if you're looking to start on YouTube, or if you're just beginning on YouTube, you want to learn more, or if you just want somebody that has that hustle mentality. This guy has it. He does really good content. He also does reviews for some camera equipment, if you like stuff like that as well. Also programs as far as free options versus paid options out there. And he talks a lot about how to make money, not just with YouTube, but with your own business online as well. The next one coming up is somebody that started also right around the same time I have. He had another channel beforehand, but that is Creator Fundamentals. He has he's helped me out a lot as well, as far as somebody with a lot of tips on how to make the most out of your YouTube experience, and it is a wealth of knowledge here from this man right here. And he's really grown. I remember when this channel first started, and it's definitely come a long way. He talks a lot about how to do thumbnails. He has interviews with a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge. Daryl Eves there, he does with, that's another one. I didn't have his channel up here, but he's another person that I learned a lot from in the the YouTube world on how to get and grow on YouTube. Now lastly, this is somebody that started right around the same time I have, and this channel I'm putting up here, it is totally different. It is a gaming channel, but this person has by far some of the most dedication to posting daily, especially as life circumstances change over the past 2 years. Monsters Abound. He does he's a Total War YouTuber, but he puts a video out. You can see it. It is every single day. There is a channel put out there. There is a video put out, and you can see 977 views. He has he's probably right about his 2-year anniversary as well on YouTube, and he's put out 977 videos. That is amazing dedication, and trust me, if you want, he is he's from Great Britain, and definitely if you were into Total War, if you like this type of gameplay, very entertaining. Love his sense of humor, but most of all, love the fact that the dedication is there, and it really shows what you can do once you find something you really like to do. Because I'm telling you what, in 2 years you would not put out 977 videos if you did not enjoy what you're doing. The way he does his editing is great. He spends a lot of time, and he did just have a young son was born, so he's still doing it. He's still doing it with a even with a very young child, with I think maybe only a month old now, probably not even that, and he's still putting out daily content. So a lot of dedication. You can learn a lot from people just by looking at their passion and looking at their dedication to what they do. So things that I want to do for this upcoming year 3 on YouTube. I want to get back to this right here, the app reviews. I want to get back doing more of the mobile games. I want to get back to doing more of obviously phone farming. I will continue with the series throughout the year. I also want to morph this into the app reviews as well. I want to go back and I want to take a look at a lot of my older videos, a lot of those older apps. I want to see if those apps are still around, see how they've changed, whether it be the games, whether it be the games that were once in early access. Hey, I did a lot of early access games, and I never went back to check to see how well they've done. So we may take the chance to go walk down memory lane and take a look at some of these other games, because I think the summer rolls through. things are always a little different for the summer months for a lot of YouTubers. It will be for me as well. It is a chance to kind of recharge the batteries, spend time with family. Once my son goes back to school, I started this new job, which I will have a video out as well. That is getting me a little more time here at home that allows me to do some more things. I do also need to do updates as far as the fish tank that you see behind me, as far as the corals in there, how they're growing, what happened to the fish. Little spoiler there, we did lose both the fish that were in there, but it happens. Overall, I don't want to move too far away from the mobile aspect of it. I may do some more gaming as well, because it is fun, something to do. It may be something I may do not here on YouTube. I may do that on another platform, but I'm not going to say that for sure. That is something that my time needs to be dedicated here versus starting something new. In my opinion, right now, I just don't have the time to start something new. So I do want to get better as far as the way my videos are shot. So hopefully we'll start to see some of that as well as doing more editing. You'll know that this video right here will have no editing in it. A lot of my videos, unless it's something glaring that happens in the video, I don't like to edit things, because I like to get that honest opinion out there. And I believe you get into editing and adding in all these jump cuts to here and there, that you lose a little bit of that me talking to you feeling that brings that honesty to it. So let me know in the comments section, what do you think? Do you think the channel's heading in the right direction? Is there something you'd like to see more of? Is there something I can do better? I know that is a real risky thing to say, because there's loads of things I can do better. You don't have to tell me that, but if there's something that really does annoy you with something that I do, let me know, because I honestly want to do the best I can for these people right here and the new people that find what I do helpful and become a subscriber as well, because I'm really doing this, it's for me in a slightly monetary way. I'm not going to say that $1,800 hasn't helped, but I could have been doing something else to make a lot more money. That is for sure, in the time it takes. But it is a personal growth thing for me. It feels good to learn to speak to the camera. It feels good to do live streams and actually talk to people, because it's not something I was originally very comfortable with at all. And I think those of you that have been subscribers from the very beginning, you can see the growth that personally I've had in doing this as well. So it's been a personal growth thing for me. I hope you found a lot of useful information as well. And I thank you all for the past 2 years, and I look forward to the future. I thank you all, and as always, have a wonderful day.